and did a mini sound check for myself. And it seems to not do well with my whisper, but it seems to do okay with my soft speaking. But when I played it back on the camera itself, it seemed to give off a lot of white noise. So probably when the battery is fully charged up, I'll do a video and upload it onto my computer and see how it sounds on the computer versus coming off the camera itself. So we'll see how that goes, but for now it is the iPhone. But I took my exam today that I was studying for in the last video, and I feel okay about it. I think in law school people tend to really get caught up in this idea that it's supposed to be hard and it's supposed to be miserable and it's supposed to take everything in you and it's supposed to make you exhausted so you can't work for the rest of the day. But I don't know. I just feel like I studied and I went in and I did my best and I wrote for the amount of time that I was supposed to write for. It was 3.5 hours. And in law school, we do our exams on the computer. We don't write them. Like when you're an undergraduate, you write. Probably in a blue book. In American schools, at least. American colleges. But in law school, you're learning so much that you really need to use the computer. But yeah, I think for anybody that's going through exams right now, the best thing to do is to just study and prepare as best as you can. And then just go in and realize that it's for me 3.5 hours, however long it is for you guys. And it's just, you just write and you just take the exam. And if you just look at the clock right before you take it, you say, in 3 hours I'm done. I swear, it just makes me feel so much better. And then when you leave, you just walk out the door and you think, that's it, I'm done. I'm done with this class. And you go home and you throw out all your notes and you delete all the files off your computer. And when I was in college, I would go home and take a shower. I would take a really hot shower, also because I almost always went all-nighter the night before. I would take a shower and I would scrub my body and kind of feel like I was washing that whole class away. So, but I'm taking another exam on Thursday, and luckily I'm done with that class's outline. So now I'm going to go see my professor tomorrow morning and talk to him about questions that I have and about the exam before I take it. And after I studied for a little bit when I got home today, my study buddy and another friend all went out to a tea bazaar and we smoked some hookah and we talked for a good 3 hours about, we started talking about Game of Thrones because my friend, not the girl I study with a lot, but my friend and I both watch Game of Thrones and read the books, and we talked a lot about the show. And then we started talking about literature and about law school, but not about the classes, just law school in general. And it was really nice to just kind of go and de-stress and go somewhere that wasn't my apartment or law school. And then I came back and I studied some more. And my my study buddy, who's also my neighbor, came over and watched some TV. I tried to introduce her to the Venture Brothers, but she really wasn't a fan. We're in the middle of watching Downton Abbey right now, in the middle of season 2. I've already watched it. I've seen it all the way through, but she hasn't. So, I got this book in college at a used book sale, and it is a volume of poetry, and it's cloth bound, and I got it as a part of a set with Keats and Byron. I love Keats, but a lot of his poems are so long, and I just don't have the time to sit down these days and read him. Whereas Tennyson and Byron are like very succinct when they want to be, especially Byron. But this one is bound in cloth, and the pages are really old and aged. And there's 2 columns, so you have the one side and the other side. I saw the sound. where students have, I don't know, maybe you can't, but students have crossed off their assignments as they've come to be due. So it starts with a little bit of history. And then we have Beowulf beginning. There's the title down there, Beowulf. And let's see what comes next. We're still in the Middle Ages, but moving a little bit further along than Beowulf. This is the Chaucer section. I opened up to the Partner's Tale. I feel so ridiculous because I love English literature so much, but it wasn't until recently that I realized that the movie with Heath Ledger in it, A Knight's Tale, is based on the part within the Canterbury Tales called The Knight's Tale. So, and then in the film there's Geoffrey Chaucer, and I thought it was just, oh, they're paying homage to Geoffrey Chaucer. But no, they were actually being, you know, it was the point. But that is a fun fact. So I just opened Tudor England. So the title of this section is called The Brave New World and After. Moving into Tudor prose. Prose is the opposite of poetry. Prose is generally what most people read is, you know, fiction. My refrigerator just started, so sorry if that's jarring. You know, it's just fiction. It's what people typically read when they read a novel or a short story. That's prose. So now we're into Shakespeare. Milton. A lot of religious poetry from him. And they have little plates to show the fashion is changing. An umbrella. She has a head covering, and her hair is going up behind her. And he has a very wide hat that would be acceptable in a Kentucky Derby. And a bow. His outfit and heels. So oh, how nice. It opened into a really big color frame. It's two children. One of them's on a donkey. There's a tree going up to the side. So this is Revolution and Romance. Basically up to the crowning of Queen Victoria. And I just opened to some of Lord Byron. And now we're into Democracy, Science, and Industrialism. And this is just some history talking about the social influences of Victorian literature on the Romantic movement and the Oxford movement. We just moved into Poets, Aesthetic, and Pagan. post-Victorian romanticists. And the struggle on the darkling plain. A time of conflict and change, 1914 to 1952. So it opens with some history. And some of the war poetry from World War I. James Joyce. Here's where it gets all cut up. You can see where they've drawn on the edge, and all in here. They've underlined and written notes in and everything, and I just love it. Because sometimes for me too, I don't get it the first time through. I have to have somebody else kind of point me in the right direction. That's the end. It ends on Dylan Thomas. Among those killed in the Dawn Raid was a man aged 100. The last line is, "And death shall have no dominion." It was written in 1943. So this book goes up to 1943 in poetry and English literature. So now I'm going to read Ulysses by Alfred Lord Tennyson. I'm going to open to the index and find where it is. It's on page 104, Ulysses. Ulysses. It profits that an idle king by this still hearth among these barren crags, matched with an aged wife, I meet and dole unequal laws unto a savage race that hoard and sleep and feed and know not me. I cannot rest from travel. I will drink life to the lees. All the times that I've enjoyed greatly, have suffered greatly, both with these that loved me and alone, on shore and when through scudding drifts the raining Hyades vex the dim sea. I am become a name, for always roaming with a hungry heart. Much I have seen and known, cities of men and manners, climates, councils, governments, myself not least, but honored that of them all, and drunk delight of battle with my peers, far on the ringing plains of windy Troy. I am a part of all that I have met, yet all experience is an art wherethrough gleams an untraveled world whose margin fades forever and forever, and when I move, now it is dull to pause, to make an end, to rest unburnished, not to shine in use, and though to breathe for life, life piled on life, were all too little, and of one to me little remains, but every hour is saved from that eternal silence, something more, a bringer of new things. For some 3 suns to store and hoard myself, and this grey spirit yearning and desire, to follow knowledge like a sinking star, beyond the utmost bound of human thought. This is my son, I know in Telemachus, to whom I leave the scepter and the isle, well loved of me, discerning to fulfill this labor, by slow prudence to make mild a rugged people, and through soft degrees subdue them to the useful and the good. Most blameless is he, centered in the sphere of common duties, decent not to fail in offices of tenderness, and pay me adoration to my household gods when I am gone. He works his work, I work mine. There lies the port, the vessel puffs her sail. There gloom the dark and brood seas. My mariners, souls that have toiled and wrought and thought with me, that ever with a frolic welcome took the thunder and the sunshine, and opposed free hearts, free foreheads. You and I are old. Old age hath yet his honor and his toil. Death closes all. But something ere the end, some work of noble note may yet be done, not unbecoming of men that strove with gods. The lights begin to twinkle from the rocks, the long day wanes, the slow moon climbs, the deep moans round with many voices. Come, my friends, 'tis not too late to seek a newer world. Push off, and sitting well in order smite the sounding furrows, for my purpose holds to sail beyond the sunset, and the baths of all the western stars until I die. It may be that the gulfs will wash us down. It may be that we shall touch the happy isles and see the great Achilles whom we knew. Though much is taken, much abides, and though we are not now that strength which in old days moved earth and heaven, that which we are, one equal temper of heroic hearts, made weak by time and fate, strong in will, to strive, to seek, to find, and not to yield. I'm sorry for the noise in the middle. My cat is very lively right now because I am ignoring her. So I'm really sorry, and I'm going to put her up for the next video. As I was trying to do this earlier, she kept jumping up on the table and physically getting in front of me. But I thought she had calmed down, but apparently she hadn't. I'm sorry about that. So, anyways, if you like the reading, let me know, and I can read something else another time.